And I just want to make sure this thing works, which I think it is right about now, but we're going to see.
Oh, yeah. There we are. I think. No?
Asians Talking Thrones.
Asians Talking Thrones. White people got problems.
Yeah, so hold on for a second. Just want to make sure this got started. Okay, wait. Oh, and we're live.
And we're live.
Yes.
Yep.
Asians Talking Thrones.
Asians Talking
Welcome.
Thrones, a special Robot and the Bear podcast to celebrate the end of Game of Thrones.
Asians on Thrones.
Asians.
Yes. So, anyways, what'd you think of that episode? We just finished watching it,
Yep.
just for you guys at home. We
Yep.
just finished watching it. And this is going to have spoilers.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I mean, okay, as a I've read I'm on Reddit, you know, I peek around in Reddit, and you know,
I try not to.
I mean, I peek around, like, you know, like, especially in like the weird stuff, like mall ninjas and, you know, but whatever. But
Right.
like, you know, so I saw some of like the haterade.
It's going to balance the thing is shaking. Just watch your elbows. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So I've seen,
Try not to use
I've
it.
gotten, like, you know, a good dose of the haterade.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm not that disappointed by it as a whole.
Wait, how did you see Reddit before the episode even came on? Or did you? I mean, they didn't see the episode yet, right?
No. Yeah.
Oh, so you're talking about hate for the whole season?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and I mean, like,
No, there's been a lot of that though. People saying a lot of things. I saw one post had something to do with what would you do if you could redo the whole season 8? I'm like, you know, like there's been a lot of talk about how people are not into the whole season. I mean, there's a lot of that.
oh yeah.
And
oh,
isn't a lot of that in Free Folk? Reddit or Free Folk?
Yeah, the Free Folk.
Subreddit.
You know, subreddit, and like, you know, I just don't have that kind of hate.
Oh, I don't either.
For it.
No,
and
not at all.
I mean, I get it. Like, you know, it felt rushed.
Sure.
You know, I mean, like, it's freaking. The average season is 10 to 12 episodes long.
Yeah.
And we have a 6-episode season
With longer episodes, but that doesn't really cash in when you're watching it, right? You're so into it that 80 minutes or 90 minutes feels just like 60.
Right. Exactly.
It doesn't seem like you're actually getting the same as 2 more episodes or something.
And the first 2 episodes were only an hour long, anyways.
Yeah.
But you know, as okay, now focusing on this specific episode.
Oh yeah, episode 8, the last one.
Episode
or 6, sorry.
Episode
the last one,
6. Yeah, the last one. Like, you know, it resolved things in general.
Really quick.
Yeah,
Man, it really rushed through. Spoilers again.
To a certain degree, like, there are plenty of like endings. It kind of felt like, remember how Lord of the Rings ended?
Actually, no, because I don't really watch. I didn't get into that, so
Okay.
I never really got into it.
Well,
the
the Lord of the Rings
Yeah, right.
movie had like multiple endings, where it's like,
Yep.
you know, fade to black. Oh, the movie's done. Nope. Back, you know,
Well,
there's more.
they had to complete every story. You
Right.
know, everyone's arc. I guess if there's an arc, everyone's arc had to be completed.
Right.
Yeah, but so the funniest part was, I mean, man, Daenerys just died really quick.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like I was pretty early.
Yeah.
I mean, she died with no one else around. It was like this private moment of her just getting murdered,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah. And
She got dethroned.
well, you know, it kind of it made okay. So, you know, in that last scene, there was, you know, her and the Iron Throne and Dracarys,
and also, you know, that part of her dream that she had with the snow coming through the
holes in the ceiling.
Yeah.
you
Which
know.
was, I guess, ash or not snow, right? Technically, it's ash.
Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so that dream prophecy thing was for real.
Right.
And it happened, which is pretty crazy because I don't think
crazy.
she's really she doesn't do that, right?
You know, I mean, like, a lot of people predicted that Jon Snow would be the
Murderer.
the person to execute her because of her crimes against humanity.
Right, and he can also get pretty close.
Right.
Right.
And because, you know, the way they saw it was like, you know, freaking Arya had her moment, you know, in episode 3.
Yeah.
Like, you know, let's just, like, you know, and Jon Snow has just been kind of like a limp noodle for most of season 8.
Well, even in the last episode, he was kind of like this torn dude, right?
Right.
It's like he can do something, but he can't. Now all of a sudden it's just bigger than him and he's fucked. So he's just having to deal with watching all this shit, and he's trying to be a good guy and all that kind of stuff. So that's where Jon Snow is kind of stuck.
Right.
Yeah, he literally was pretty stuck.
Right.
Because what is he going to do? What are the options after that? I mean,
well, and then like he has that before that, he has a moment with Tyrion, and Tyrion's like going,
he's a manipulative guy. I mean, he
Yes.
manipulated Jon Snow from what he was going to do, which was just let things ride and let
Right.
things be, because that's kind of how things turned out.
Yep.
And Tyrion has just like totally turned him.
Yeah, he
I mean,
did.
Jon Snow is kind of weak in that way. Like he gets turned.
And then as soon
Yeah.
as freaking, what's her name? I'm blanking on her name.
Daenerys?
Daenerys, like kind of like, reaffirmed all of Tyrion's speculations. You could sort of see it like in the micro expressions in the character, like, oh, you didn't just say that. Oh.
Well, I mean, you could also make. Shouldn't that have been a very fast execution of Tyrion? Like, shouldn't he have died right away?
Yeah.
Like that was pretty long. I'm like, okay, so now you're gonna keep him prisoner, but for why?
right.
I mean, basically, he should have been dead meat on the spot.
Maybe they just had too many other freaking, like other prisoners to execute before.
No. And he had a whole room to himself and everything.
He was the ex-hand.
He had luxury though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
So, anyways, but he did a lot of treasonous things. He made a lot of bad decisions.
Right.
And I kind of blame Tyrion actually for the entire burning of that town. But
Yes.
you know what I mean? Like he sort of like is part of the blame for it all.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
yes, but actually the root of the problem was Sansa, who.
Oh, the biggest root is Sansa.
Yeah.
But Tyrion is part of the train that, he
Yeah.
led that.
Creating because like she was freaking out. Like too much going on her plate. Like the guy I'm in love with doesn't seem to love me, and then freaking like I hate this freaking queen.
My best friend got her head chopped off.
Yeah.
One of my kids, the dragon, got killed.
Yeah.
Tyrion is a traitor. Jon
Yeah.
Snow also is a traitor.
Yeah.
Everyone was against her. So yeah,
she just lost her shit and went on a killing spree.
Got pissed off. Yeah.
But like so
She had good reason.
well, we watched the show together,
Right.
just it being the final episode, and I literally like lost it in a particular moment. I actually had to like comment, and I don't like doing that because I'm afraid of formulating opinions with that in other people. But
Right.
it was there was a moment like as freaking Daenerys is dying with a knife in the heart. What's the dragon's name?
Dragon or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Drogon.
Drogon. Just freaking like comes down and is like, hey, what's going on with you? What's up with you? And then like, realizes she's dead and freaks out and then like melts down the Iron Throne with his fiery breath.
Right.
And I literally just like threw my hands up and I was like,
you don't have enough faith in the power of the dragon, right?
I definitely don't.
You don't.
It's a dumb fucking animal. It's like a fucking horse with wings and scales.
No, they can think and process.
Yeah, so can horses. But the thing is that like, but not on the. They don't recognize the worlds of men.
How do you know though? She didn't say Dracarys or fly. She's not using any more voice commands with that dragon most of the time. The dragon's just doing whatever she thinks, don't you think?
Nah.
Like she didn't say take off, dude, when he went to burn the town, right? Remember? She just was mad, and then the dragon said it's time to go. She doesn't have reins. She doesn't say whatever fly in dragon language, right? She didn't say anything, and the dragon took off. How does the dragon know to take off? She's not saying Dracarys every time he breathes fire, right?
No, but maybe it feels her fucking
here it
anger.
is.
But the thing
Here it
is that like
This is a smart animal. Look at that. He knows what she's feeling.
no,
That's crazy.
No,
Who
but,
knows?
you know,
Who
like,
knows what anyone's feeling except for the
dog-
dragon and Daenerys, right?
But dogs fucking like recognize fucking like what's going on in your head to a certain degree, like when you're in a bad mood or in a good mood or whatever, right? Or when you're feeling sad or something like that.
Maybe,
right?
but this dragon knows.
No.
Yes.
No.
Drogon knows. That's my
No.
Nike, that's my T-shirt. It's gonna say Drogon knows. So
That's the next giant robot pin.
the big T-shirt
Available
Drogon
in
knows.
Hawaii,
Yeah,
because
because Drogon knows.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yes, I
Drogon's
think
a
so.
dumb fucking dragon.
No, I think
You know?
these dragons are smart as humans.
And here's the thing: like it happened twice this season. It happened 2 fucking times. The first time it happened was during the scene where the giant comes crashing through Winterfell and like is going in berserk mode, clubbing down and smashing everything. It's an undead fucking giant. It is a zombie giant.
Right.
Zombies are answer only to the Night King.
Right.
And so when Night King says berserk mode, fucking giant was going in berserk mode. And what did it do? It saw this little queen, this little kind of princess or whatever her role or rank was, and goes, "Oh, how adorable! I want to take a closer look."
And he crushed her.
And he picks her up
And crushed her.
And then fucking she gives her enough time and space to fucking throw a fucking sword in his eye / brain, And I was just like, that is not what an undead fucking berserking giant would do.
I think in that case you might be right, but the dragon, no, man. The dragons, no. Drogon knows. So
Drogon does not know.
I think
Okay,
Drogon knows.
is anyone even fucking watching this shit?
Yeah, a few.
Okay, so do you guys fucking like
All two of you out
Yeah.
there, or whatever it is.
Yeah. Did you guys watch the show? Did you guys fucking what did you think when Drogon fucking melted the throne? Did you go like, oh yeah, fucking he knows this is fucking Daenerys' fucking object of desire now, no one has the fucking Iron Throne.
I don't know. The dragons only work with Targaryens, right?
Right.
Targaryens built that throne. Drogon knows,
Guess what? There was another Targaryen right in the room,
and he doesn't burn that Targaryen. Why is that?
because
he knows.
He knows.
He knows. I told you, this dumb animal that you think is dumb knows the difference between a Targaryen dude and a fucking Stark. He knows.
You know what the thing is
Do
that
you notice that? See
he knows it's a fucking Targaryen.
how?
What? Because
How?
he smells it like a fucking dog. He smells it like a dog.
I don't think so.
He does. He smells it like a dog.
So you're saying Daenerys and Jon Snow smell like each other,
because they're both Targaryens.
and they have the same smell? No way.
Yeah, way.
No
like
way.
there's Targaryen glands in their fucking armpits and fucking on their fucking noses. One of the things I always think of when I see these scenes of just tattered fucking white people everywhere is, man, damn, that place fucking must be ripe.
Oh.
Oh, it must be so fucking ripe because they didn't have deodorant back then.
Oh my god. Oh. So-
it's like a locker room,
Wow.
everywhere you
So
go.
Dothraki locker room.
Oh yeah,
That should be a movie or a kind of a teen movie. Dothraki
Dothraki
locker room.
Yep, or Wildling.
Wildling Summer. Wildling Summer. Oh my god. Yeah.
But so, what did you think? You've heard me
this
kind of
last
voice-
episode went really fast. A lot had to happen in a very short amount of time. It definitely felt rushed. I mean, they're just like, fuck it, we got to end this. And the whole thing was about ending it, right? The whole episode was the end. As soon as Daenerys dies, it's like, okay, everything has to go straight to the finish.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I could feel that. And in that way, I felt like it was really rushed.
Right.
But I guess that's all the time they had to do
I'm
it. So they had
surprised-
to rush, but I mean, not many died, right? Again,
No,
really, it's
no,
only
only
Daenerys
Daenerys died, yeah.
Only Daenerys dies. Nobody else dies. I thought, okay, maybe what's his name was going to die, Mr. Highgarden, Braun.
Right.
I thought somehow he shows up. I'm like, dude, he's still alive. He gets what he wants. It's like, I mean,
my bet.
that's crazy. How did he get what he wanted? Braun he shows up and threatens by death to get Highgarden, and then he actually gets Highgarden. What the fuck?
Well, Lannister always, whatchamacallit,
Pays his debts.
Pays his debts. But the thing is
I
that
guess you're right there.
I was betting that Bronn would get the throne.
Oh.
That
would be ridiculous.
Because he's been like working his way up.
It would just be one big whorehouse of a fucking King's Landing is just one big whorehouse.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
nothing wrong.
Some with diseases, some not. Yeah. Fatal diseases, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay. But I don't know.
Were you surprised Bran Stark became the king of the 6 kingdoms, not 7? But I mean, Bran Stark, because I didn't think that was going to happen.
I didn't think that was going to happen either.
I mean, when I saw him there, I'm like, I think I made a sound. I was like, what is he doing there?
Right.
And then I was like, oh, something's going down. I mean, because that was weird, right? Like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something must have passed, right?
Right.
Time had passed, but we didn't know that. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, because Tyrion says he was, for a few weeks he was in captivity.
Right.
And then he comes out and it's like how, all the people he knows are now like,
mm-hmm.
aren't going to execute him, obviously.
Right.
They're all like people he knows. And I thought that was interesting because, then I didn't know time passed.
Right.
Next thing I know, time passed. And I'm like, holy smokes.
Mm.
That means Jon Snow has been, same thing, in captivity for like 3 weeks.
A couple of weeks, yeah.
Yeah. And then this whole new council forms, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I did think the funniest part was... the Maester, what's his name?
The big guy.
The big guy, Sam. Yeah. Sam basically proposes democracy.
Right.
And then they all start laughing at him. I mean, he says, what is it? Everyone should choose.
Yeah, a leader for the masses should be chosen by the masses.
Yeah, and it's like everybody laughs. I thought that was really funny. Like, that was a joke, right? That was a joke put in just for everyone to go, oh my God, they're making fun of democracy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, like...
Because that was way back. I guess that's supposed to be way in the past or something. Or way in the future, one of the two.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is, it's just funny that democracy gets completely laughed at and just laughed off. Everybody laughed at it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, democracy is just weird.
Yeah.
It is in a world of rulers and ruled. Democracy is weird.
Yeah.
But at the end, though, it did become a democracy. They decided that, like...
Well, among just them.
Yeah, well, that's the same kind of system we have in America.
Yeah, ultimately, right?
Yeah, it's called the Electoral College.
Yep.
So...
But the people have no say in Westeros. They don't get a vote. They don't even know. They're just like, they wake up and they're like, oh, this happened? Right? They have no idea.
You know what the weird thing I was thinking is, like, now they have a Stark in, Westeros, and they have a Stark ruling the North. Westeros in the 6 kingdoms, and, the 7th kingdom being...
The North. Yeah.
Ruled by Sansa.
Sansa, she finally gets kind of what she wants, right?
I guess.
She was getting there. She just wanted the power.
She
wanted the throne, right?
Yeah.
She wanted the throne, but then, she had to acquiesce to the man.
Yep. And then at the
Bran
end,
Stark's the man.
Bran Stark is the man. And
again, Tyrion manipulates everybody, though. I mean, maybe it's the right guy, Bran Stark's, but I mean, he goes through this whole story, this soliloquy to like convince everybody, okay, here's why.
Yeah,
he knows the stories. Yeah. He knows the past. He goes, it was completely, man, Tyrion needs to get slapped.
But he also even knows the future, I mean, like...
Could sometimes, right, at times.
Right, like that's the reason why he even said, like, this is the reason why I came out here.
I think Tyrion needs to get slapped around, but sure enough, I think in typical, like, in kind of like, I guess you would say irony, Jon Snow gets fucked, and he's the good guy, the hero, and Tyrion, kind of like the dumbass, because he's actually the smart dumbass, kind of, right? Mm-hmm. He gets promoted to the top just about again.
He's constantly being handed the hand.
Yeah.
He was the hand 3 freaking times in this season.
Too much.
Yeah. Like, can't be a fucking king.
No, he
could be second in command.
I know, and actually running the show.
Never a bride, always a bridesmaid.
Nah, but he's running the show. It's a really great position, and it does kind of get cheesy though when they're all sitting at the table and trying to like talk their plans.
Geez.
That was like watching an episode of Friends or something.
Yeah.
Like it got so stupid.
It was like
watching
stupid
them.
Coffee talk.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Like, and like the thing is that like freaking prostitution, whorehouses, that's the easiest way for the kingdom to make money. Because
prostitution or porn, but there's no porn.
no,
So
there's
okay,
no porn. There's
right.
prostitution. Having making whore, because like they were like, oh, we should make whorehouses. Oh, we should make fucking boats, and like
With it, how that town is fucked. There's like everyone's burned and dead.
yeah.
What
but you know what?
what prostitutes? Like the burned up prostitute?
Nah.
Are they going to import some from across the ocean?
You import that shit.
Oh, the ones from the Spanish people, wherever they're from.
yeah,
that,
yeah.
I don't know what they're called.
Exactly. Yeah,
Oh
those
my
ones
God.
are hot.
Oh,
you know?
I see. Yeah. Okay, I got you. You're into that. Oh wait,
No.
okay. We got a comment here from Andy G. Feelings don't mean the dragon is smart. Whee, that's what he says. The dragon has feelings. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, but okay.
Rushed
okay,
too
okay.
fast, and I feel a little shorted, but a good ending with potential for continued stories.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't want it to be
Well,
continued.
they're supposed to make a prequel, right?
Yeah,
Or
if they're gonna make a prequel-
I don't want to say prequel, but I guess it's a prequel. What else is
Yeah,
it?
if they're gonna do a prequel and it's gonna feel like fucking season 8, then don't make the fucking prequel.
Yeah. But
Like-
I mean, season 8, dude, the third episode is still badass.
Third episode was badass.
Fifth
The
episode,
destruction on the 5th episode
crazy.
was great, but
Yeah, it was
like
crazy. But it got the ending was kind of cheesy.
yeah, ending was cheeseball and like
Cheese
the-
balls.
Yeah, and everything was agreed
Yeah.
with you.
Andy G.
Andy G. Like freaking, it was rushed. It was rushed.
Oh
It
yeah,
did-
yeah. And this is a good one. I didn't get to it yet. Andy mentions Arya exploring the West. Come on, right? Which is true, right? Well, I mean, let's just say they're in England. Is Westeros supposed to be England? I mean, what the fuck is that, right?
Mhm.
So you go west. What are you going to run into? America.
America.
Holy shit! And then what's going to happen? She's going to get fucked up by the natives.
Yeah.
Dude, the natives are going to
Because
fuck her
there's
up.
one thing we learned about Arya from the show is she could be a great assassin, but when it comes to freaking like taking on like an army, she can't do it.
Yeah, there's that. And also, I mean, this is Westeros. This is a different time. Her ship, this might not be England, first off. Her ship might just fall off the edge. Because
Yeah.
it's a flat earth world over there.
Or it's
I'm kidding.
it's fucking it's a hollow earth fucking world, and they're existing in the other side of,
Yeah, it's flat earth, man, or
because
hollow
like
earth,
you
whatever
know
it
like
is.
whenever you see like the credit sequence, the opening credit sequence, it is always a concave surface,
Right?
so like
So this is beyond flat earth theory right here.
it's hollow earth
Yeah.
theory.
So
you
her,
know.
her ship is going to go up a hill eventually and just get stuck.
Well, you
Yeah.
know, I mean,
But yeah,
So-
but the idea is she's going west. Like west meaning what else? What else? I mean, technically, from what we believe, it would be like
But
going
what is-
across the ocean to another land.
but
right?
what is east of Westeros? Why didn't they go east?
that'd be like going to east? Is that other island, right?
I thought that was southeast.
I think isn't that the Targaryen island is kind of like that whole thing, not island, but the land. It's east. There's a Westeros map, and there is a land to the east of it.
really.
But they can go to the far east. What about that?
Yeah, exactly.
All
Why
right,
don't you,
you're
like,
going
they-
to get
they-
fucked up by Genghis Khan.
They had some Asian. They had some Asian shit going on in like one of the seasons. They had like Asian prostitutes, and like one
Genghis Khan.
episode, and I was
yeah.
like, "Whoa, what's up? What are you saying? What are
What
you
are you
saying?" I mean, I'm going to fucking look up a Game of Thrones map just so because I
Yeah,
don't know.
there's a map. So, but yeah, I thought that was funny. Yeah, she's now commanding a ship. Basically, is what it looks like,
right.
and she's going west. I mean, she's kind of a hero, so yeah, she can get a ship. But dude, and that was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of like, what are you doing?
Okay, so okay, so right, so
See?
the east.
There's a big west. It's like it looks like England first off, and then
Yeah.
but you go, I don't know.
I
So there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Arya
yeah.
going west was weird.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm kind of stoked that Davos got a spot though.
Yeah.
Davos made it. The
Dude.
smuggler
The
who
smuggler.
couldn't read, and then he learned to read, and
Yeah.
then and here he is, and he can't fight.
He
right?
had
He's
the
not-
best redemption story of them all.
Yeah, I've always liked Davos
Yeah.
because I like the fact that he starts off. He was a slave. Well, he's a slave trader, but he's like a smuggler,
Mm-hmm.
not the exact trader, but the smuggler part of it.
Right. He's like
Yeah.
a Han Solo, but a nice Han Solo.
But he was the hand of Stannis, right? He was
Right.
Stannis's hand. and
Yeah.
I dig Davos, and he too is a little bit of a manipulator, but that's got to you got to be a good manipulator if you're going
Right.
to be smuggling,
It's,
right?
well, especially if you got
Yeah.
like a king that's kind of like going in the wrong direction. You gotta fucking tweak the facts to get him
Yeah.
back on target.
'Cause I
again.
feel like Davos is kind of like a a really good shiesty. He can get stuff done.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Davos
yeah.
is a get stuff done. Tyrion is more like a theory guy. He sits back and talks theory.
Right.
Davos gets his hands dirty.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference.
that's why he's missing fingers.
Yeah, so that's that's like Yakuza though, right?
Oh yeah.
Yakuza miss fingers when they fuck up, but they're getting their hands dirty.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So Davos is kind of like that. That's why I like him. He's kind of gangster.
Mm,
You know,
yeah, no,
Tyrion's
he-
not right. Tyrion's not gangster.
No,
he's
he's
sort of
just like a brain dude.
yeah. He's a
you
brain
know?
dude who's kind of like a he kind of chisels his way around. But yeah, that's why I like Davos.
Well, I'm trying to study. I'm studying more of these
Yeah.
weird freaking maps of like the of Game of Thrones and like they don't even like go all.
Oh, and also the funniest part was what's her name? The big knight, the blonde woman.
oh yeah.
Brienne of Tarth.
Brienne, yeah.
Brienne of Tarth. She starts writing that story, the rest of the Jamie, what's his name, the Lannister, Jamie Lannister story in that
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I was gonna write. She should have wrote and pop my cherry, but she didn't. I
Like,
kept
she
thinking, was she gonna like include herself
She
in that
didn't-
writing? And she didn't. But I thought she might have like wrote something funny, but
Well,
she didn't.
I think I could have. I thought
Yeah.
she should have at least mentioned that he knighted her
yeah.
as a made her
And then popped her cherry.
and then made me a woman.
Booyah.
Boom.
So yeah.
So yeah, I
But
don't know.
it did end because she ended up writing how she saved
Like,
it,
yeah.
went to protect the queen or whatever it was.
protect his queen.
Yeah, and I was like, she basically
Yeah, like
she was treated like shit. Just imagine that.
Yeah, I mean, like, if
That's
if
kind of sad, right?
if the person that I was like totes in love with just freaking upped and whatever after whatever like taking my virginity and this and that I'd be pissed.
That's what he just bailed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just bailed.
Yeah.
Fucking. Anyways,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I guess we're kind of. I don't know. I mean, like, is it worth watching?
Yes.
Yes.
Game of Thrones is worth watching. Come on. I mean, at what price? I mean, I guess if you are paying money wise, I mean, yeah, it's totally worth it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's what is it? I don't know how much it is, $12 a year or a month or whatever it is, but I mean, yeah, it's totally worth it. It's pretty amazing, I think, and no, definitely,
But
it was entertaining.
do you feel that season 8 could have been better?
Yeah, season 8 could have been better. Because if it stayed, I don't know why they had to make it shorter. If it stayed consistent, kind of like the last seasons, I think it would have been fine. But them kind of squishing it, maybe it wasn't a good idea.
I don't understand.
I think I'd rather have 12 50-minute episodes or whatever you want to call it. I think it could have been that way too. Just because I think part of it is our time. Because we just went through that whole season so fast that we're kind of like left unfulfilled in a way.
Oh, sure.
Because it's done. Part of it is our every week thinking, God damn, next week I got to watch this. But it's done now in half the amount of time.
Yeah.
Part of it is our time and us processing that time. Kind of like a graphic novel. It's not always like rushing through every scene. Part of it is giving space between the scenes or between the panels to like create and connect the dots. We didn't get that time.
Right.
And I think that time is what you need to make a better
I
last
have,
season. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like
those
that.
who know me, I read a lot of manga, and I read and so a lot of it gets translated, every week.
Yeah.
So like once a week on Thursdays or Fridays,
Right.
I'll open up my app and download the latest chapter of whatever manga
Right.
and read it, and then that's my tradition. Now,
Yeah.
I have a Friday morning tradition, or
Reading
now
manga.
reading
Right,
manga,
right,
and then
right,
on
right.
Sunday I've got a fucking Sunday night tradition of watching Game of Thrones.
Oh, shit's over.
Now it's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
It's over.
I don't know. I don't even really want them to do the prequel.
What I don't know what it's going to be about, but is it going to be about the Mad King type of thing? Like, is it going to be a Targaryen type of story? And
I don't really know. I don't really care.
Like leading all the way up to when he kills everybody type of thing, or is it going to be 100 years earlier?
Dude, I don't care.
Because
I really don't.
if you make it at the right time, you could put dragons back in.
Right.
Right, before those dragons died.
The dragon effect's pretty good. I liked him.
Yeah.
And
But why did Bran the king Bran asks about Drogon, right? Like,
Right. What's the whereabouts of Drogon?
And then he's gonna try to say, "Oh, I'll try to find him." Why?
Well, just to know he's not going to be a problem.
Or is it to do something? Kill Drogon? I don't know. Like, it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I mean,
you know,
yeah,
when
you
you know,
could find out. You
like,
could find
well,
out. What if Drogon's 20 miles away? What are you gonna do?
Well, he's like a freaking a weapon of mass destruction.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
But what are they gonna do?
Well,
Like, what? They don't have one of those arrows.
They can make them.
Good luck. You don't have Qyburn. You have fucking Sam. He can't design one of those.
Yeah. How did he get fucking upgraded to Meister?
That's what I'm saying. Qyburn was the man, right?
Yeah.
Qyburn was pretty slick. Sam can't do that.
No,
and
he
what
can't.
Brienne's gonna do that?
But then again,
no,
Sam
Brienne's
is
like she the fucking war queen now or something for him? Because what is she gonna do?
No, there were 4 seats that were missing.
Oh, that's right. That was one
Yeah,
of the
Master of
missing,
War was missing.
Yeah.
A Master of
They can't take down that dragon, so I don't. I guess they can go. It's coming in 2 minutes. So he's gonna be here, because that thing flies pretty fast.
Well,
I'm sure.
Well, here's the question:
What are you gonna do?
Is
Nothing.
Bran going to be able to insert himself into a dragon?
No.
No. He's going to insert himself into fucking crows.
You know why? Because dragons are too smart.
Look.
They can manipulate.
Dragons are smart as dogs.
No. Smarter than dogs.
But the
they're
thing
smart
is
as
that-
dolphins.
But the thing is,
They're
is
like
that
dolphins,
Yeah.
man.
Okay. You know what? Dolphins. Okay. Smart as dolphins.
Yeah.
But do dolphins understand the human world?
Yes.
No, they don't.
They know when humans are dicks, and they know to fucking.
If they understood the human world,
They
they
do.
wouldn't get caught in so many fucking nets.
No, they're busy fucking trying to have sex. They can't. Dolphins? They're just.
So dragons are too busy fucking too, is what you're saying?
No, dragons have. He's got no one. That's why he's so mad. He wants to fly around and kill everybody.
Yeah, but he focuses all his attention on the Iron Throne. Like, it's your fault, throne.
Are you sure he wasn't just melting anything to the right of Jon Snow?
No.
Because he wasn't.
Because if he fucking blew flame on his left and his right, then it would have sent a message.
Yeah, but the neck is just like along, dude. He can only go one way with that thing.
Sorry, dude. No.
So why would he bother blowing a flame left of Jon Snow if he's already blowing a flame right? He's not going to go.
Just to go,
No.
I'm going to destroy everything around you.
No.
Just to let you know how fucking
he was
angry
blowing
I am.
that fucking flame out into that world outside, right? It wasn't indoors. Then
he was
Jon,
focusing
then
on
if not,
he was it was melting down the fucking Iron Throne.
I think that was just collateral damage, man.
No, I don't think so.
Because at first he didn't, right? First he was blowing other things.
Right,
and
yeah,
then-
in the beginning he started just going, rah, rah, queen.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
Okay, wait. Is a xenomorph alien as smart as fucking a dragon? Because those things are just. What are those? Like from Alien.
Yeah, I know.
Those things are pretty smart because they know what's going
Yeah.
on. They're those things look just as dumb as that dragon, but I don't think so. They know what's up. That's what I'm saying. So the dragon knows what's up. We have to take it. I think.
Yeah, but the
take it for
xenomorph
granted.
comes of a human.
The first one. I guess you're right, huh?
Yeah.
The Prometheus kind of whole
Yeah.
original story, I
Yeah.
suppose.
They come of human. Like they are the
Oh,
face huggers. Like
they don't
insert
got no-
themselves into human beings.
Yeah.
And borrow from their DNA. Like remember in Aliens 3 when it came from a dog.
Oh, we're not that smart, dude. We're not that smart. They're smarter.
No.
Okay, anyways.
Anyways.
All right.
Anyways.
You're right.
Dragon like getting emotional and fucking going, I'm going to destroy the throne. It's just kind of like you know what? You just fucking you just lost me there. You just literally had me on for a ride, and now then you just
my
dropped
God.
me off
Okay.
for that moment.
All right.
And then all the fucking the weird little resolutions and like buddies sitting around a table talking politics.
That was kind of like that was silly.
Yeah.
That was very silly.
Yeah.
Because it just ended with these guys talking nonsense humor, but meanwhile their world is still thrashed. How many people died? All this kind of stuff happened, and it's like we're gonna start telling jokes at the table.
Yeah, we're
right?
gonna
talk
horrors and ships.
Yep, whores or ships.
Yeah,
and that's what we're gonna talk about. And it's like, come on.
Well, I guess that's what happens in the hallways of power.
I guess so. Yeah, you mean that? and you have Brienne there who's just like me tooing it all, like going, fuck, I'm going to be, or not, I'm sorry, Brienne, who's just like, God damn it. You got dudes talking about prostitutes, and meanwhile she's just trying to like get through the day.
Yeah, yeah. But she knighted, what's his name? The guy who carried his her
Gendry?
ship. Gendry.
Oh, not Gendry. Sorry, the other one, Podrick.
Podrick, yeah.
Why did he get knighted? He has no such skill.
Well, he did learn some skills like before the fucking
But
fight
she did
ended.
say there's a long way to go.
Yeah, but that just goes to show you how much time has passed.
Podrick?
Podrick.
Right.
And where the fuck was Hot Pie?
Oh, Hot Pie, the lovable man.
Yeah. We love that guy.
I love Hot Pie.
Yeah.
See, you're right. See, Hot Pie he's written out, done.
Lame.
But Hot Pie, do you think Hot Pie always knew all the information though? So he probably it doesn't.
He could have been the master of spies.
Could be, but just think there was no like the crossroads. Jon Snow probably had to cross that crossroads, right? Where Hot Pie is.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Jon Snow got a nice little hot pie, for the trip up north and stuff.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so because
yummy hot pie.
I mean, imagine how much time has passed and how good the pies have gotten since then.
Amazing. Yeah.
You know what the thing is that like he could have Hot Pie could have become the master of spies and he would know all about all the taverns and fucking restaurants across the kingdom and have his own men like tuning in, like listening in to secret conversations because everyone has to eat,
right?
Yeah, there you go.
And who's gonna be like they said that they're gonna try to fill all the seats from like the common people. Like where are these people coming from?
Is that what they said?
Well, I don't know. He just said that they're gonna bring in maybe possible suitable people to fill those roles, right? So who are they gonna be? Like who's gonna be this warmonger? Who's gonna be that person?
Yeah.
Right? Who's that gonna be? Like you're gonna find some great warrior that wasn't involved in anything that just happened to be really rad.
I honestly thought it should have been Brianna.
Yeah,
Tarth.
Maybe, right? I was thinking, she could be the general, right?
Yeah. But it doesn't matter anymore. The show's over.
But it's like funny. They had to fill these positions, and I'm like, well, who are you gonna pull from? One of those like Lannister army dudes.
Actually, I even think Bronn could have been what you call it, a war because he's been through so many fucking battles and survived.
He's just a weasel though.
He is a weasel.
When things go down, he will leave. He'll be like, fuck
the
that.
industrial.
What's he doing there?
What do you mean?
Well, no, Bronn.
What was his role? He was coin. Bronn was coin.
No, he runs High Garden, man. They have a big farm, right? That's like a place that has like
but he became the master. He became the master of coin.
Oh shit! And he has High Garden.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's basically the treasurer, and he has this whole farming thing where they can like make that's where they're gonna bring in food and shit,
right?
To make money and all that shit,
right? Anyways.
I'm not into that guy.
I guess nobody is. I'm sorry, I'm shaking things.
It's okay. Is anybody into Bronn?
I like Bronn.
Andy G, are you into Bronn? Like, who's into Bronn? Bronn's disgusting.
Is anyone writing anything?
No more.
No,
Andy
no
G,
more. Everyone's
Andy
gone.
G pieced out.
Yeah.
We only have a few people watching. Nonetheless, we did get 1 thumbs up. So.
Oh, nice. Great.
Yeah.
Well, later on this week, hopefully Tuesday.
Yeah.
We might have a guest.
Every time we announce a guest, it changes.
Yeah, so we're not going to announce who it is, but we're shooting for that.
Yeah.
And
that person is also a Game of Thrones watcher who doesn't know any of the names of the characters. It's so funny.
I barely know the names of the characters too.
I think Daenerys, he didn't know the name, and he was calling her Dragon Cutie Pie. I think that's what he was saying, Dragon Cutie Pie. So it's a he, but so I couldn't remember the name. And I texted him something about like her, but I couldn't say Daenerys because he doesn't know who Daenerys is.
Right.
And I wrote Honey Boo Boo. I wrote Dragon Honey Boo Boo, and he knew what I was talking about.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then he also the whole time, like, because he was, I think, deinstalling his show, and we're talking about Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. While this person was, oh my God, I'm just narrowing it even more. He was deinstalling his show at GR2.
All right.
Nonetheless, and then he was calling Jon Snow Timothy Snow the whole time. Couldn't remember his name. He kept calling him Timothy. Like not Tim, Not
Timothy.
But he had to give him the whole name, Timothy Snow. He kept calling him that the whole time.
Because they didn't even call him Jonathan.
Yeah,
on the show.
that's what I'm saying. Is Timothy like some regal sounding nice name? So you got to add Timothy instead
Maybe.
of Tim. He could have said Tim Snow.
Tim Snow
But he said Timothy Snow.
or Bob Snow.
Yeah.
Or
Even in a text message, he wrote me the word Timothy Snow, and I'm like, dude, what? Anyways.
yeah. So we might have a guest, and we're going to be exploring some other ideas. In the
Oh yeah, we have
shows.
some little features.
Yeah, that we're working on.
Yeah.
Nothing too elaborate.
No.
We
But it'll be fun.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
So Tuesday.
But
thanks guys for tuning in.
thank you for this short. We wanted to do this at least once, so this was the last possible chance to do it. So,
and, we got it out of our way.
I think so. Is there any last things you could say about Game of Thrones in general?
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
I'm glad I watched it. I actually never watch a single episode until
recently, right?
Like January.
Yeah.
Like I freaking crammed 7 seasons worth, in January through March, and because I knew the last season was coming and I wanted to watch it. And the reason why I avoided it for this long was because I would watch people lose their minds on social media.
I have one question. Jon Snow, at the end, toward the end, before when he's talking to Bran, the new king, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Wheelchair King.
The
right?
broken, Bronn the Broken.
Whatever his name is. Bran the Broken. Nonetheless.
Bran the Broken, yeah.
He says, sorry, what did he say? Something about I couldn't be in the right place for you or something?
Yeah, I said, sorry I couldn't be there for you when you most needed me.
Yeah,
and he
which
goes,
was that when the Night King was there? Like, what is he talking about at that moment?
I think that's what he was talking about.
Yeah. But then, but
Arya
Arya was there.
And also when
Was there another?
she, when, what's his name?
Jamie pushed him out the window?
No, not Jamie,
Okay.
but what's his name from the Iron Islands?
Iron Islands.
He got his junk cut off.
Yeah. Whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yes. That guy.
When he took over frickin' Winterfell, and there was a moment when, Jon Snow was like, I gotta go to them.
Right.
But you can't. You took an oath. You took an oath.
Right.
You
think it was that? I wonder if
I think it's a compilation of all those things.
You think? I'm not sure.
A lot of guilt there.
Yeah.
A lot of guilt for your crippled brother.
Yeah, but nonetheless, he was where he was supposed to be.
Yes.
That line is I think he's used that one a lot. Like he's basically telling everybody, you are exactly where you're supposed to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you, fucking.
So guess what? This show happened just how it was supposed to happen. Because that's how it happened. That's basically what he's saying.
I don't know if that's deep or stupid.
No, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying too at the same time, right?
But
he's basically saying you are where you're supposed to be. And it's like, well, where was he? Where else could he have been? Because that's all that he did.
Right.
There's no other choice.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I mean,
he's kind of stating the obvious there, but I guess he's the master of the obvious sometimes.
Yeah.
know?
I do really wish that he that just showed off more of his ability.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the supernatural shit?
Yeah, the Brand's,
the X-Men
Brand's
shit?
fucking
Yeah.
three
X-Men-
eyes,
X-Men shit,
brah,
yeah.
shit.
Yep.
But now we get
Okay.
to see what's her name fucking do some mutant power shit and fucking
Sansa.
Dark Phoenix. Yeah, Dark
Sansa.
Phoenix.
Yeah, she keeps going.
I wonder if it's going to be good.
All right. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't give a shit.
All right.
Or maybe I do
Oh yeah, you do.
a little bit.
All right.
All right, guys.
Okay.
See you on Tuesday.
Thank you.
And it was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me over.
Again.
And see you guys soon.
Okay. Thank you.